That is how you end a series. So just like the Akiba Rangers, I kind of wanted it to not end either. You know how they were try at the end, they was fighting the credits and fighting the ending scroll that said "the end" in Japanese. I didn't figure it out until a couple of fans were saying it on the comments. But yeah, and shout out to John Elliott. He was on the Facebook and he hit me with that link. Big ups to you, man. Thanks, man. So for in order for them to not finish the series, within the show, you sort of have to keep running, try to think of little subplots to try to get off of, like Cuba Blue having a rival and Cuba Yellow having some little girl crush on Cascas. So they could have did that, but it was only 12 episodes. Now there is gonna be a 13th episode, but it's really just a recap. So basically, it's just what I do for 12 episodes, but they're doing it showing clips of the season, basically. Now to talk about these little pros and cons. I'm gonna start with the cons first, cause really the only con, the only bad part about the series was that it only lasted 12 episodes. Like, if you have a series that's better than an official Sentai, then something's wrong. I don't know what's going on in the Toei live action department, but they need to fix it because I just found out they're not doing a Gokaiger versus Go Buster or Go Buster versus Gokaiger, whatever you want to call it, because they already had the little superhero ties in, and it would be a waste of money, just like they did last year with the Gokaiger versus Ghost Sager. So yeah. I really dug and appreciated the way Toei in Japan utilizes and references us, Americans and English speakers. How they have the Saban, the SPD references, Decker Red said it on the second or third episode. You have Hero with the scorpion mark, remember the Cobra from Titanium Ranger and the Lightspeed Rescue. And you have so many other things. Remember that poster I showed you guys in the last blog? The second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers poster on Heroes Cafe. That was pretty cool. A little nod to us. I kind of knew, how people were saying I had a good eye. Thanks, yo. But the thing is, I was watching it, and I saw the Zhu Red helmet, or red. I'm gonna say Red Ranger helmet, and I was like, oh, that's tight. And I looked over, I was like, wait, is that the White Ranger? But they didn't have no White Ranger on. I was like, oh wait, time out. I know what they did. It was really interesting to see them have a different take on Sentai. Even though it wasn't an official Sentai, it was still cool to see a different take on it. Like, for example, instead of a Zord, they had like a CGI car that transformed, like a transformer basically, into a big mecha. I also liked how they had uh, two girls as opposed to, usually when they do the three ranger teams like Geki or Hurricaneger or even Goanger, how they had the little three teams, or Abaranger, y'all know what I mean. It's usually two boys and one girl as opposed to two girls and one boy. Well, they did it for this season, one boy and two girls. So that was a pretty interesting take. My favorite character would have to be, come on, man, Akiba Red. Because Akiba Red reminds me so much of myself. And that's how I'm going to be coming August, during that Morphicon. I'm going to be geeking out in front of all these past Rangers and these actors that I admired since my childhood. And still to this day, I still admire, put that out there. And even Guy, Guy from Gokaiger, we all have a little fandom in us, it's nothing wrong with that. People make fun of me and probably make fun of y'all too about, liking stuff from childhood like Pokemon, Power Rangers, and cartoons in general. You're like, man, that's all you gotta say, y'all. Just shut off, keep it moving. Come on, it's probably just the fanboy in me, but I really did enjoy the pervertness of the series. With Melchina dressing up sexy, and remember the cosplay episode, the third episode of Akibaranger, where he was mad fantasizing them, fantasizing most of the cast that are girls as different Sentai villainesses that are dressing sexy, like Melee and Melchina and not Melchina, Windanu from Hurricane. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay, y'all, now it's time for some trivia. I bet y'all didn't know this. Well, the producer of Genki Ranger produced this as well. So it's funny I mentioned this because there was many Genki Ranger references throughout the season. So I didn't see why I didn't see that because you had the actor who played Retsu's brother, his twin brother to be exact. You had the Kiba Yellow dressing up as Melee. You had the mini Genki Ranger references like the buildings and the arcs and all that stuff. And even some of the clothes. And if you look at Heroes Cafe, you can see Jan's jacket, his uniform, his outfit, his attire, whatever you want to call it. I just seen something that really interested me. I was looking through an article and I saw that they had back in 2009. they were actually going to do a second season of Geki Ranger because the ratings were unbelievably high, unbelievably high than the other Sentai shows, and that's what I liked about it because it just had that essence. You know, if y'all who are Geki fans just like me, y'all would know it was just like watching a live action episode of DBZ or Naruto, just a live action manga or anime basically. The thing was they were going to do a second season about of Geki Ranger, and then after that this is, mind you, this is 2009. This is way before because I guess the ratings went lower again because Go 100, I guess kids in Japan didn't like Go 100 either. And then the ratings got unbelievably high with Shinkenger. And then, that spawned off with Shinkenger. Remember, they had that second movie come out during the Goseiger season because I guess the ratings were low for Goseiger. And so now with Gokaiger, they had Superhero Taisen. And so, it's just a certain, I guess it's, with Sentai, it's hit and miss. So right now they got a petition going out saying that they want a second season of Akibaranger. To be honest, y'all, it was good while it lasted. I know they brought Toonami back, and we have all these petitions going on and stuff about bringing shows back. But honestly, Akibaranger was good for what it was. However, if they do make it an official Sentai, that's a big bonus for us. So, without further ado, y'all, that's my last Akibaranger blog. So, what did y'all think? What were your favorite episodes? What were your favorite cosplays that Akiba Yellow wore? Yeah, man, let me know. The comments, like me, subscribe to me, Facebook me, and Twitter me. See y'all at Morphicon August 17th through the 19th. Y'all can still register. The links are at the bottom. Yeah, hit me up, y'all. Deuces.